Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, it's Gabby the game night here, and I'm back from some more Trials and Tribulations, man, busy. And it's October 14th, 12:14 p.m. Defend lobby number 4.
Hey, speaking of Vidiocy, did you know that we also stream over at twitch.tv/Vidiocy? You should check us out over there. Subscribe.
Indeed.
That'd be awesome.
Talk! My sis? My sis?
I could have sworn that I heard Mia's voice. So then, she's still alive? Inside your heart. Oh, that was the Wimp's wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nicky boy! Oh, Miss Delight. Is it true the detective is the real killer?
Yes.
To be honest, we don't have any definitive proof. But he's the only one who could have done it. Wasn't he at Lordy Taylor that night? Not to mention, we don't know exactly his motive. I mean, we don't exactly know his motive. Then why would he want to kill Kane Bullard? Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. What was Phoenix's inner voice? It's gonna happen sooner rather than later!
I like to... Now then, this court is back in session. Look at me. Please take the stand. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Well, well, how do you do, sir lawyer?
Fuck you. How long ago did this fail?
I never would... What?
I said fuck you, then said how long ago did this fail?
I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Mask Damask. I'm sorry, I'm afraid even the great Look at Me has no idea what you mean. Of course, I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way that I could know what's been going on here.
You've been in the defense, you told it along. Why'd you fuck... Who's popping balloons in here? Being tried as Master Mask.
Indeed, it's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example. So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Mask Damask? Of course!
Very well then, look at me. Let's begin with the simple question. October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at the... Fuck you. Where were you at the time?
One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge.
Thanks.
Thanks, Reggie.
Alright, Mr. Adney. The night of the murder, speak. We're all ears.
As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. The alibi. The ALB.
The ALB?
The ALB. I was stealing the urn as Mask Damask, just as I announced that I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. At the time at which the camera captured Mask Damask was the same time as the murder.
Since the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene.
Everything else until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well. Even the great Mask Damask cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive. Unfortunately, Mr. Atme, we still have to do your cross-examination. A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool.
Francisco Von Calma, is that you?
I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi.
Yeah. The Albie. I was stealing the earners, nuh-uh. Wah.
So this photograph is the proof, correct? Indeed it is! And the man in the photo was certainly wearing a mask. That is why I am called Mask to Mask! But conveniently, that also means that there is no way to tell who this really is.
What do you mean? Are you saying that this is not, in fact, Luke Gabby? That could be an accomplice dressed up as Mask to Mask to create an alibi. I mean, yeah, exactly.
Oh, what an interesting idea! Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice?
Though I can't think of an accomplice he had for now, so...
Luke Gabby was at KB security during the murder. Then Mask to Mask in this picture has to be a fake. Then there really was an accomplice. But right now, I have no idea who it was. I don't have any idea right now either. Basis objections are just what that guy wants. There's got to be another way, and I'm going to find it. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point. That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right? Indeed, there was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target.
I see. Truly are evil, aren't you?
Yes, evil is what I am. Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Detective Adamy was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the iron was stolen from Lordly Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. It is kind of odd. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here? Is that correct? Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose.
He was simply caught by the very camera they had set up. We all have days like that.
Indeed, it turned out that there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing, a sad blue melody. Looks like I better gather more information for now. If he's truly the killer, there's got to be something phony in that photo.
Alright, phony things about this photo. Of course, I'm missing that one.
Just because it had the urine in it, though. I mean, it's possible.
I'm looking more at the paint. I don't see paint on that box.
Well, I know, but couldn't he have smuggled it out in a different box? I mean, maybe that's what they're going for, but it's really loose.
Let's finish pressing real quick.
About the camera that took this photograph. Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking. Huh? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you?
I'm afraid that's impossible. camera was set up by Lord Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lord Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered. I see.
Looks like I'd better find something else that could be suspicious. So, this alibi is false? It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at KV Security. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual. There are two possibilities. Either the mask-to-mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is.
Represent the photograph or the box. And if I'm pointing out something wrong with the photo, it feels like I should present, I don't know. What I just read present. I did not mean present. I did not mean present. I did not mean. Press the wrong button. Press the wrong button. Well, we don't present the picture. I can tell you that much. We gotta find all these press options again. Oh.
That means I could not have killed Kane Bullard, unless I had an accomplice. Come on, think long and hard about that night. The basement warehouse, and this picture that supposedly captures it. It's got to be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture?
You bet there is.
Have I read this already? I'm sorry if I have.
No.
Are you implying that this picture is a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this pic. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place, and there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night.
Very well. Let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny? Well, he's saying what doesn't match his memory of that night. And the box won't match that. It'd be the paint over here. That's literally the only thing here that won't match his memory. And that the statue isn't here. I think.
Oh yeah, okay, there's the...
Huh?
No, I was just thinking about what we were looking at now.
So if we took off Phoenix's memory of the night, then it's gotta be over here, right?
I suppose.
Because he didn't look at the box.
Yeah. Unless, okay. The funny part is right here.
Why this? This is a blood stain. Ah, blood! Now this case is getting interesting.
Not exactly. The stain is actually pink paint.
Oh, just paint. Peach colored it that.
From blood to pieces, the judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. Problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. Turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Ack?
Oh, Mr. Wright? What's supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? The statue, I guess.
Mm-hmm. The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night the theft took place, and saw the statue in that spot. This picture was truly taken on that night, and the statue should have been there.
But I went then the day after the theft. That statue in the old bag was sitting in the corner. Perhaps it was somehow pushed accidentally.
Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself, and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move it that distance.
In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue moved that night?
Can you do it, Nick?
No.
Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it?
Oh, Miss Wright, I hope you're prepared with the answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of crime? I mean, not many people that could have moved it. I mean, let's see. Not there, not there, not there. Probably didn't move it. She's the one that put it there. Not there, not there. Not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. Not there. And one of these two. Should 30% look at me or master mask. Master mask. What do you think, Mr. Grow? A man should be able to answer his own questions. That's what I think. Right now, I'm busy trying to come up with two answers of my own. Why is called black and why is it bad? The master mask, obviously.
What do you... Nick, you need to think about why the statue was moved. The good thing when everyone chews me out is that it gives me time to think.
I guess answer look at me.
The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke at me.
He's same answer.
Come now, Sir Lawyer, there you go again on one of your strange delusions.
Mr. White, what basis do you have for your strange delusions?
It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night. That indeed is very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue? The reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins.
Well, Mr. White, I forgot I did this voice. I'm fun.
The reason can be found here in this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Luke at me, you pretended to be Mask to Mask to create an alibi showing you were at Lordly Taylor that night. But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like cheap film in a drugstore. That is why you had to move the statue.
A single fatal flaw? Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Where in this picture does lie exist? Okay, well... what would be contradicted with the statue being there? I don't get it. Do you get it? The statue was here, would that change? And what lie is there that would be revealed if the statue is here?
And something we can point out in the photograph.
Yeah.
Unless it would affect the time.
How would it affect the time?
No, I'm not saying it. I don't know. The statue being there would show that the time can't be right. I don't know.
I'd say something with the... I don't know. Oh great, I can't save. Copy here. This. Probably not the box. I'm just gonna... Bam. Okay, thank God.
Naturally, the lie in this photo was the timestamp.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Atme went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been at Lordly Taylor at this time.
What does that have to do with the statue being moved?
Remember, if you will, Your Honor. When was this statue placed besides the warehouse door?
Well, the statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. And it was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
Exactly. Luke Atme had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place.
Ah. What the?
Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse.
Ah.
So on the day of the crime, Mr. Atme must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atme had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match the way it had been in this photo.
Order, Mr. Atme, this is true.
One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this?
What's that?
The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime. It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lordly Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage that data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data.
Yeah, no. Order, Mr. Godot, what's the meaning of this? Godot, I warned you about making me wait. Now put the coffee down. My 11th cup. Promised you no more than 17 on trial. Which means still good to the last one. However, the defense has a very good point. Good point? So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points.
I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points.
So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. It's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied.
Which is...
That's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams. That's very true.
No way. Don't fall for that, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Damask.
Yes?
It's no funny business in your actions in Master Mask. There's been no problem with you telling us your strategy, so let's hear it. Yes, please provide this court with your testimony. By your plan to steal Sacred On.
I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box and Zavari! It was sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th. That's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it? Yeah, but we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave.
Witness, you sure there are no mistakes this time?
Zavari.
Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Hold this!
You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right? Indeed, it seemed that they had heard of my Zavarkling reputation. I see Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. You'd better watch out. You'd better watch out too, Maya. You mean this box? Yes, that pathetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn. And she wouldn't let anyone into the storeroom, not even me. Interesting new tidbit. So you're sure that you'd never seen the urn before? Indeed, you may ask Lady Andrews to confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, I, Luke Atme, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers. I knew it was an Sorry. You mean this calling card? That's right. That is without a doubt my calling card. I guess Mr. Delight didn't make this after all. Of course, because Atme knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him. Then no one entered the basement warehouse. Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse.
Did you just say no one's allowed? No strong.
And this is the photo that proves that, huh? Indeed, to be honest, even if a photo was taken, I didn't think it would matter terribly much. Hey, Nick, if this photo is a fake, Detective Atme might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken. That's true. You know, he's been saying that he never saw the urn until that night. If we can prove that he's lying there, we can wrap this up and put a bow on it. I need to take a good hard look at the court record. Not a lot to go on, is there? That detective's been covering his tracks. There's only one thing we need to prove this cross-examination. That he took this photo well before the actual night of the crime. Alright then, how do we do that? It's one thing that Atme stated very clearly. That he had never seen the urn before he stole it. We need to prove that he's lying.
Okay. I mean, the only thing... No, actually. Let me double press all of these in case there's no dialogue. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so what shows they actually saw the urn? I mean, there's a poster of the urn. Calling card doesn't mean he saw the urn, does it? Yeah, it mentions the urn.
No, it doesn't prove he saw it, though.
I mean, nothing else even really mentions the urn. Ugh. I mean, this says speckled, but the base on isn't speckled. It's the paint on is speckled, right?
Yeah, I guess. Mr. Abney, if you really are Mask to Mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct? And of course.
Is there a problem with that calling card?
Wow, you really piped up there, Godot.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Mask to Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn.
Yes, that's true, but so what?
Truth be told, there is no way that Mask to Mask would have known about this pattern. What do you mean? This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains.
Paint stains?
And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor.
I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Wright.
The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn.
You can't be serious.
And yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Atme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. And because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.